In this video, we're going to show you a Quantum Edge 3 with 0 miles of total drive distance, so stay tuned. So this particular unit here is a Quantum Edge 3. This unit has 0 miles of total drive distance on the odometer. Now by the time we're done with this demonstration and driving it outside at the end of the video, it might have 1 mile by the time you get it, but this unit was never used by the end user, so something unfortunately happened to them and they were not able to use this particular chair. But this unit is going to have 4 electrical functions. It's going to have a 12-inch seat lift, it's going to have electric tilt, electric recline, and electric legs. It's going to have many other features on here as well, like an antenna control and a swing away joystick, and I'll go over those here shortly. But I'm going to go ahead first, and the first thing I want to do on this particular unit is I do want to let you know that if you are buying a chair like this from us, we do send you a measuring chart. We ship them all around the US, but based off that measuring chart, we're going to fit this unit to your size. So no matter if you're 300 pounds or you're 100 pounds or you're 5 foot tall or you're 6'5", we will make this unit work for you as long as you're within the total weight limitations for the particular unit. Now this particular chair does have a 300-pound weight capacity, is going to go about 6 miles an hour top end speed, and it's going to be at a reduced speed while you're elevated in the up seated position. And I'm going to show you that outside as well, what the total speed will be while we're at that 12-inch seat lift. The first thing I'm going to show you on this chair, everything can be done right here through the joystick, and we also do have, this is called a Q-Logic 3 joystick. We do a video on our YouTube channel as well. It's going to show you how to do the settings and operate this particular joystick. But right now, I'm going to go ahead, the first thing I'm going to do is going to show you the 12-inch seat lift. So if you were to highlight on your screen just the bottom of the seat and then pull backwards on the joystick, you're going to see this chair is going to begin to rise. Now on this chair, when you start to raise up, you are going to have a picture of it's going to be a green circle, and it's going to switch over to a green circle with what has an eyeball looking symbol inside it. That's going to be your eye level. That means you're going to be elevated and you are going to be driving at a reduced speed. Now once again, you can drive this around while you are fully elevated. It is very stable. You actually have extra suspension here in the front that when you elevate, it takes away a little bit of your suspension, so it's not quite as flexible while you're sitting up high in this position. So this is going to be a great thing to use if you want to be able to reach up higher into cabinets. Sometimes people use it when they transfer to a bed. They need to be at different heights. Multiple reasons why you can use the seat lift, but it is going to be great that you can then be eye level with somebody. You can imagine your head sitting about right here. I'm 6 foot tall, so you're close to eye level with somebody at 6 feet tall. Now the next function, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring the seat down, and then I'm going to do the next available function here. So once again, it's opposite of what you think. For the seat, it's going to be push it forward, it's going to go down, pull it backwards, it's going to go backwards. Pull it backwards, and it's going to raise up. I did mention earlier to you on this unit, it does have a swing away joystick. So what that swing away joystick is used for is so you can swing the whole joystick to the side of the arm. That way you don't have any obstruction in the front. So no matter if you're trying to get in or out of the unit or pull it close to a table, you can swing that joystick around, and then the end of the arm would be the furthest thing sticking forward. The next function I'm going to show you, I'm going to do 2 at once here. I'm going to do the recline and the electric legs. You are able to do those 2 functions at the same time through the joystick. Now I will let you know, just like you had that green circle on the screen, if that green circle turns into a red X like I have now, that means you're not in a safe driving position. Please come to an upright seated position, and then you'll be able to drive the particular unit. So this is what you're going to be looking like when your seat is going to be in the full recline and your legs are going to be in the elevated position. Now from here, I want to bring just the backrest up, because now I'm going to do tilt. And tilt, yes, you can do tilt without the leg rest elevated, but I'm just going to keep them in the elevated position just to save some time. So I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to bring that backrest up to an upright seated position. When I get back to a green circle on the screen, then I will stop. And now I'm going to highlight the back and bottom, which is going to be electric tilt. And what electric tilt is going to do is if somebody pulled you backwards in a chair, it's going to take the pressure off the lower half and allow more circulation to the lower half of your body. It's going to apply pressure to your back. That's going to help alleviate pressure sores, and you are able to pair that with the elevated legs at the same time, so you can see how high you're able to get your feet above your heart. So this is what you would look like in a tilted position with your legs elevated at the same time. So now I'm going to go ahead and bring that back down. I'm going to go over some other things on this chair. So this chair is a mid-wheel drive design, which means you have 6 wheels on the ground at all times. You're going to have 2 caster wheels in the front, 2 caster wheels in the back. Those do swivel. So Mid-wheel drive is going to turn in the best turning radius out of all the chairs out there, of the drive configurations, but only downside is these swivel wheels, if they do turn sideways going through soft surfaces, they will get stuck and then you will spin in place. So a mid-wheel drive is going to be best for compact surfaces and or inside your home. Like I said, you can drive this outside, but you just want to make sure it's not going to be anything super soft or super sandy. They are 6-inch caster wheels front and rear, 14-inch solid drive tire in the middle, and then you actually do have headlights and a little bit of tail lights. This particular egg button right here is how you turn them on, and it is able to move this button in all different spots, but you would be able to turn your lights on and off by tapping this button here. Now you do have 4 tie-down points on this chair, 1 here, and 2 on the other side. So if you were in public transportation and you had Q-lock strains to strap it down, that is where you would tie the chair down to. Now, if you ever need to put this chair in neutral, you do have 2 motors, 1 on each side. This yellow tab, if you click that down, that disengages the brake assembly on this motor, and then it allows you to put it in freewheel to be able to push the unit around. Now, do remember this particular unit, some of these have stickers on them. I don't know if this one has it visible, but this is going to be somewhere in that 400-pound weight range. So do know if you are trying to transport this, I would have a lift or whatever supporting system that this chair is going to be about 400 total pounds. And I will look here in a second and see if I can see the actual sticker, because they do mount that on some of the newer units, the exact weight of the chair. But just quick visual, I do not see it on here. Now, this particular unit here also has an attendant control in the back. You can drive the chair from back here and do all the functions. So if somebody's not able to use that joystick, you are able to do everything back here. You can even hold this in your hand if you want it, but it does come with a mounting bracket right here as well. Headrest, fully adjustable. You have all these different Allen wrenches. Here, if you loosen those up, you can really fine tune that to the person's head and neck area. Do remember, I'm going to go over the seat size with you here in just a second, but if this is not the size you need, don't worry. We are able to change the backrest, we're able to change the bottom, and we can also change the cushions. Now, the armrests do flip up for easy access if you need to slide transfer in on either side. And then the last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and turn this unit forward. I'm going to show you some stuff from the front of the unit. So on the Quantum, it does come with a seat belt. Currently right now, this pan is set up at 18 wide. It's probably about 19 inches in depth. The foot plates are adjustable. You can bring these all the way together, or you can even space it out a little bit farther in between. They do flip up for easy access. Now you are able to combine these and bring these together and put a plate underneath. So if you do have somebody that doesn't want individual foot plates, you can put a plate underneath there and have them flip up at the same time. You do have calf pads. These are adjustable as well. Like I mentioned earlier, all these seats just sit with Velcro, so if you need a different cushion, you are able to change the cushion out. What's currently on here is an Air Roho cushion, which is one of the nicest cushions on the market. So once again, this is an Edge 3 with 0 miles total drive distance, one of the nicest chairs they make on the market. If you want to go ahead and follow me outside, I'm going to do a little driving demonstration, so stay tuned. So this is the Quantum Edge 3. This particular unit, I did want to see how fast it drove in the elevated position. So it is about 4.5 miles an hour while in the fully elevated position. You can see it's a very stable unit. I'm 6 foot tall, 220 pounds, so you can kind of get a perspective of what I look like sitting in this unit. But also look at the turning radius. You can look at this when I turn sideways. I mean, it turns on a dime. It turns in its own length. Do remember the unit's almost 24 inches in width of the wheelbase. Might be a hair wider depending on what size seat you go with your armrest. It's about that 43 to 44 inches in total length. So you need about a 44-inch diameter circle to be able to turn this unit around like so. Once again, it is super comfortable. It would be able to navigate like field grass, compact surfaces. They just want to really avoid that softy sand type bottom that we have in some places here in Florida. But overall, if you're looking for a power chair that has all these functions with no miles, I mean, you're not going to get a better unit than this.
Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Mark's Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.